Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're brand new. I'm very happy that you decided to join me and my cat here for another speed build, and today we're building something very small just because, as usual, I feel like I'm saying this in every single one of my videos, but I had to move out from my university place as I don't need the house anymore, and turns out that packing and unpacking everything takes away a lot of time, so I barely had time to open the game at all and build. And even though this house is really small, yeah, it took me a very long time, but just because I didn't spend as much time as I usually do in game. So here's why, here's the explanation, and once again I'm sorry if I didn't upload for a week last week, but that was the week I was talking about before, and it was the week I moved out, so that took away a big chunk of my spare time, and on top of that I also have to study, so no time to build. But here we are with another speed build, and this time I built a modern tiny home. Granted, it's not a tiny home according to the tiny living tile count. I actually didn't bother in counting how many tiles this house actually has, but I'm pretty sure it should have less than 100 tiles. Now, I'm not entirely sure, I didn't count them, but for me this counts as a tiny, or at the very least a small home, because it's very small. But the reason why it doesn't count as a tiny house for sure, it's because I've used a ton of platforms, both on the exterior but mostly on the roof, so that took away a big chunk of the tiles available to make it a tiny home. So if you download this house, you won't get all the little perks you get with tiny living, but if you would like to, maybe if you remove the platforms on the roof, it will count as a tiny home. I'm not sure, but it's up to you. I don't know how you want to play it if you are going to download this house, which is obviously on the gallery. My ID is Giuliabuilds, and you can find the link to the gallery in the description box down below, and you can also find a link to my Tumblr page where I have the tray files if you prefer to download this house or any other one of my builds that way. But anyway, I just wanted to quickly mention and thank another simmer creator, which is Simsalabim. I will have their channel linked down below, because they came up with a very neat trick to have bigger windows, and obviously it's just a little trick and it involves tool obviously, but basically if you draw a diagonal wall and you place a window or a door, you will see that they will appear wider than they actually are if you place them on a straight wall. And if you remove the diagonal wall and rotate the window to make it appear like it's straight, and then you place the window on a straight wall with tool, the window will stay as large as it was on the diagonal wall. Now, this may sound tricky, and trust me, it's simpler than it sounds, plus I am crap at explaining things, but basically I was able to obtain wider windows on the front of the house. I was very happy when I found out about this trick, so thanks so much to Simsalabim for providing me with this idea, and I don't know, I just think it's genius and I would have never thought about it by myself. But other than that, this house only has one bedroom and one bathroom. As I was saying, it's a very small house, and granted also the lot it's built on is very small because it's only a 20 by 15. This time I've decided to build it in Evergreen Harbour. I think I built on this lot once before, as soon as the Eco Lifestyle pack came out, but then I just didn't build here at all, aside from the apartments, which are pretty nice. But yeah, I just felt like building on a 20 by 15, which is something I rarely do, because apparently I'm not able to build tiny homes. I have no idea of how to make them look interesting shape-wise without making them bigger, which is a flaw. I guess I'm just not able. I don't know how to do that. I think that, and this goes only for me, if you're a pro at building tiny houses, well, good for you and I'm proud of you, but I am not that good. I always feel like my tiny homes look unfinished and boring, so I always feel like I need to add bits and bobs here and there to make them look more interesting. So this was a little trial to see if I could actually build something on a 20 by 15, and I have to say I felt a bit limited when it came to the landscaping, because usually I'm used to having a lot of space to place so many plants and bushes and greenery in general, while on this lot, well, the majority of the lot is occupied by this house, so I didn't have space for landscaping at all. But also I think it kind of fits, because this home, despite being small, it's very modern, so I felt like an overgrown landscaping would clash a bit with the surroundings. So I think overall it worked, and I'm quite happy with the overall result. I really hope you're going to like it as well, and please let me know what you think of this house in the comment section down below. I think my favorite room, and this will come as no surprise because I feel like this almost always happens with my houses, but I think that my favorite room is the kitchen. I really like how the kitchen turned out, and also I really like the color scheme I went with, because usually I either go for lighter colors and only lighter colors, or darker colors and only darker colors, and I'm not used to pair black with lighter colors, but in this house I did, and I think they work really well together. I love how they ended up looking, and I also love that I was able to use white windows for a change, because usually I always tend to go for black windows on my modern homes, but this time I've decided to branch out apparently and made the house with white windows, I guess. But another nice thing I did, in my opinion, is the coffee table in the living room. I've used a rounded wall decoration from Discovery University, I think it should be, and I made a tiny rounded coffee table with that. I've used also debug items as like poles, legs of the table, I guess, and with the help of the tool mod, obviously, what would I do without the tool mod? I don't know, but with the help of this amazing mod I was able to create this little coffee table, and I think it looks so nice. Every time I run Pinterest for inspiration, I always see these tiny rounded coffee tables, so I really wanted to create my own. Also, kind of a bit off topic, but also on topic if you think about it, but we've just got an announcement of a brand new build and buy kit, and it will be a plants kit, and I'm very excited to check it out. I'm very excited to see all of the plants, even though I saw some images and I don't know, I always feel like they go for this kind of cartoony style, and it's not my vibe at all, but I guess we will see. In the meantime, let me know what you think about this kit, if you've seen some pictures, if you have some ideas, if you're going to get it, if you like the idea, yeah, definitely let me know. But we're actually at the end of this video and the tour is approaching. I really hope you liked this video. If you did, please leave a like and a comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hopefully we will see you all next week with a brand new speed build. Bye! Well, first of all, and because get steady.